Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for those who are new. I hope you like the content enough to subscribe. To those who have subscribed before, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you'll enjoy this video. So today, before we delve into the topic of our video, I'll just do an influencer spotlight. So our spotlight is on Camelia Britton. She's based in San Diego and she's a blogger that focuses on travel, lifestyle and inspiration. She is originally from Texas and she took her first trip in 2006, after which she learned about travel hacking and she discovered ways to travel on a penny, to travel for a penny on a dollar. So she then started her blog in 2016 called Hacker It, where she shares all her discoveries through travel and life experiences, and it's always presented with a dose of with a healthy dose of gratitude and inspiration. She has an audience of 274,000. So if you can check the link in my bio, check the link in my description section just to learn more about Camelia and be able to see more about this awesome influencer. All right, so coming back to our video for today. Today, I'm just going to take you through the different variations of saving challenges. So remember we spoke about the fact that now is the time to start planning. So let's see the different variation of savings challenges. So there is a 52 weeks savings challenge. So the 52-week savings challenge is obviously for a year. As we know, in a year there are 52 weeks. So every week, how it starts at week one in January, you will start with 10 Rand, and then week 2 you increase that by 10 Rand, it becomes 20. Week 3 you increase that by another 10 Rand, 30 Rand. So that's how you go until you get to week 52, where you are now saving 520. With that challenge, by the end of the year, so by the end of the 52 weeks, you will basically have a total amount without considering any of the interest. So in all of the savings challenges and the amounts that I'll be giving you, we will not be considering any of the interest that you will earn or gain from it. So you will have an amount of 13,780 at the end of the 52 weeks. And then there's another one, which is a 12-month savings challenge. This one, there are 3 variations of it, and actually you can make more variations of it if you want. So if you start off at 200 Rand, how this one works is month 1 you save 200 Rand, month 2 you increase that by another 200 Rand, so you're saving 400 Rand. Month 3 you increase by 200 again, so it will be 200, 400, 600, so on, so on, so on, until you get to the end of the year. With that one, if you keep to it, without considering the interest you might earn, because obviously it will be best to put the money in an interest-bearing account, without considering any of the interest, at the end of the year, you would have saved 15,600 for yourself. And as I encouraged in my previous video, it will be great to have for yourself a goal attached to that money. So if you know that you'll start with a 200 Rand plan and you know that you'll have 15,600 at the end of the year, if you have a goal attached to it, you are more likely to keep to that savings challenge rather than if you just saving for the sake of saving. It will be good though to still save for the sake of saving, because you get yourself into the habit of saving. So even if you have more, you'll still have the habit of saving. So you save now while you have the little that you have, so that you get into that habit. Now with that one, you can also start from 400 Rand. So now still starting at 400 Rand, you still add 200 monthly. So it's not that you'll add 400 because you started off with 400 Rand. You'll still add 200, 200, 200. So you'll start with 400, then move on to 600, 800, so forth till the end of the year. If you take on that challenge, by the end of the year, you should have 18,000 Rand in your account, not considering the interest that you would have earned on it, which might make it more. Then if you start with the next one for this specific variation, 400 Rand, if you start with 600 Rand, sorry, because we've done the 400. If you now start with 600 Rand, also with this one, all you do is add 200 Rand extra monthly. So it will start off with 600, 800, and. With this one, once you complete the full challenge, at the end of the year, you would have saved yourself 20,400 Rand. So it's easy to save yourself to a good amount of money. Perhaps you could plan that your goal is for Christmas to, I don't know, make it special for your family, or maybe you want a trip or home renovations, anything. Attach any goal to it. But listen, it's a good amount at the end of the year if you consider that maybe you're just saving and you're just increasing it by 200 Rand. Some people even do it the other way around, where as much as it starts from 200 Rand and ends at a larger amount, what they do is they flip it up and start with the larger amount and end with 200 at the end of the year. Because some people feel like it's better, it's less pressure in December, when December is tough already, where we need to spend, we need to do certain things for our families. So you can switch up these variations for yourself. I mean, it's up to you, make it work for you, but at the end of it all, start saving, start having a goal. At the end of the year, have that money sitting that you know that I have saved up this money and this is where I am now. Now, there's another one that I found interesting, and I was like, I had to recalculate it myself. I had to recalculate this challenge. I haven't taken on this challenge before. I actually got a hold of it sometime in the year, so I haven't taken on this challenge. And yeah, it's interesting, So this one is 1 Rand extra a day. So just like we do the 200 Rand extra monthly, or like with the weekly challenge, it's 10 Rand extra on a weekly basis. This one is on a daily basis. You're saving a Rand extra. So on the 1st of Jan, you'll be saving 1 Rand, only 1 Rand. And then January has 31 days. So it will be 1 Rand, 2 Rand, 3 Rand, 4 Rand, 5 Rand, until you get to 31 Rand in January. So you add up all that amount, so 1 Rand until you get to 31 Rand, and that's how much you saved in the month of Jan. But how I want you to calculate it is what you will save through at the end, because obviously you can't calculate daily. You can keep something, keep a paper or something where okay, I'm scratching off this 1 Rand, or I'm ticking it off, or whatever. For me, like I said, an Excel spreadsheet works magic for me, because I can auto calculate what I'm doing. I can sort of color code what I've already achieved, and all those things. So going back to this 1 Rand saving, so it's 1 Rand a day. You get to January, you've saved a Rand, 2 Rand, 3 Rand. On the 31st of January, you're saving 31 Rand into your separate account, or whatever account you choose. You go, so you're on 31 Rand. 1st of Feb, you're on 32 Rand, and you keep going. So you keep adding a Rand, until on the last day of the year, which is 365, day 365, you will be saving 365 Rand on the last day of the year. So at the end of this challenge, you would have saved yourself, in not considering the interest again, you would have saved yourself 66,000 Rand, 795 Rand. This one blew my mind when I saw it. That's why I said I had to recalculate, like, how do we get to 66,000 Rand by just saving a Rand extra daily? And I actually calculated, and that's how much you'll save. So take on these challenges. It's a way for you to get into the habit of saving, but also it's a way to have extra money in December or at the end of the year, whether you decide to start from December this year to November. So some people do that so that in December they don't have to say whatever it is. After a 12-month period, you can either have 13,780, you can have 15,000 rand, 15,600, you can have 18,000 rand, you can have 20,400, or you can have 66,795 in your account because you saved. You decided to spare a bit of cash from your monthly spend just so you can save some money for the year. Please just choose any of the challenges. As you sit down and put together your spending plan, consider which challenge you're taking on and put that amount down. Okay, 200 rand is going off this month, 400 rand, like that. And some people are clever enough to actually automate that so that you don't think twice about should I, shouldn't I, and then you end up not doing it. If you can, automate that saving. So you automate that 200 rand going off, or if you're doing the weekly challenge, automate those 10 rand extras going off so that it goes into an interest-bearing account separate from your account so that you don't spend it, because remember, you've got a goal attached to it. If you can, think of your goal first, think of where you're going, and then start saving, and you will get yourself to a better place financially as well. Because maybe if you can add extra to your debt and you getting closer to that debt freedom journey, but it also helps you with that net worth. I mean, that is money that is yours, that is money in your account, so it counts positively towards your net worth. So let's take on these challenges, let's sit and plan. Like I said, it's the end of the year. Before we start spending, we start going on a spending frenzy. Before we sit in January, in the Januaries, let us plan our year, plan 2021 from Jan to December, so that we are able to get ourselves to a healthy net worth. More importantly, we keep ourselves in check in terms of our debt freedom journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you have, please do comment about the video. If you like the video, please click the like button, and don't forget to click on the notification bell if you want to receive notifications every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.